What is the covenant of healing that we can know and understand from the Torah? Exodus chapter 15, starting with verse 22. And Moshe brought Israel from the Sea of Reeds, and they went out into the wilderness of Shur, and they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water, and they came to Marah. Marah means bitter. And they were unable to drink the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. So the name of it was called Marah. And the people grumbled against Moshe, saying, "What are we to drink?" Then he cried out to Yah, and Yah showed him a tree. He showed him a stake, the stake that Yeshua would be executed on. And when he threw it into the waters, when you throw that wonderful, selfless, sacrificial act of dying in our place, taking our sins and transgressions upon himself, paying our death penalty, when you throw that wonderful act of redemption into the bitter waters of life, the bitter waters of sin and depravity and transgression, what happens? It says, and the waters were made sweet. And the waters were made sweet. There he made a law and a right ruling for them. And there he tried them. Verse 26, and he said, if you diligently obey the voice of Yah your Elohim and do what is right in his eyes, obey his commandments, and shall listen to his commands and shall guard all his laws, I shall bring on you none of the diseases I brought on the Mitzrites, on the Egyptians. For I am Yah who heals you. So first we see the bitter waters of sin and depravity were dealt with through the wonderful act of Yeshua of dying in our place on the stake, on the tree, paying our death penalty, being buried and raised, and then ascending to the right hand of the Father, and then pouring out the set-apart Spirit. So that when we believe upon him, we have the tools that we need to be obedient and to walk in the blessings of the commandments, of the Torah, including this wonderful promise of healing. So when we believe upon Yeshua, we're empowered to be able to obey the commandments. When we obey the commandments, here's the promise that's associated with obeying the commandments. I shall bring on you none of the diseases I brought on the Egyptians, on the Mitzrites, for I am Yah who heals you. That's what we're to remember when we look at our tzitzits. We're to remember that wonderful covenant of healing. He's given us everything that we need to be obedient and to walk in the blessing and to walk in healing. And our tzitzits remind us of that every day.